My pieces oftentimes don't have a meaning to them per se. It's not like I'm trying to tell a story through a piece of glass. For me, art's about aesthetics, because everyone interprets something differently. No matter what I try to express through my piece, not everyone's going to get that. So for me, I just really try to create something that looks appealing, that when you look at it, you stop for a moment and you go, wow, that's nice, before you move on. Really, a lot of it has to do with what you put into it as the artist, and not so much the tools you use, because you can have, you can make a lot of things from just a very few basic tools. You just need the torch and some glass.
It's not like in paint where if you put blue and yellow together, you're going to get a perfect green color. In glass, they're going to stay totally separate from each other. So if you look at it from one angle, you might see green, but from other angles, it's going to stay blue and yellow. So there's like these ways in which glass just totally breaks whatever you've learned.
And because it's so thin, it heats up and cools down very, very quickly. And so if you don't keep the temperature in just the right range, it'll crack. And like, so I don't know how many times I've made, like half of them will fail at some point while I'm doing it. And because it's not meant for soft glass, you know, I have a high failure rate.
But when it comes out, you're like...
It's worth it. You know, when one turns out, it's okay that 5 broke. I don't really care.
With the fish scale beads, man, the dot placement. The dots, just like you just do one little tiny angle wrong and the pattern you're trying to do is over. You just gotta start again.
For me, like I like to think of my work as experimental in that very loose term. And when you ask about Elektra's work, she always comes in with an idea that she's going to make this, this, and this today. I don't really, you don't experiment a lot. You don't like, because to experiment successfully, you have to be able to accept failure. You have to be able to like just throw a piece of glass down and be like, fuck it, it didn't work. Right? As much as I love you, you don't do that. Like, if she gets so discouraged when things don't work out right. So I mean, like, as far as differences are concerned, right? I don't care how much glass I waste, because like every time I make a mistake, I get something from it. I get like, oh, okay, don't do that, right? It's a refining process essentially. And students, it's not just Elektra, but like students don't have that. People don't have that in like a lot of aspects of their lives. Some people have it, some people don't. When I see a student that I've taught or something that like Elektra makes and I look at it and I just look at it and my eyes glass over and I'm just like, wow, that is so cool.
It's just nice when something you've taught someone and has developed for them in a way that they can make something. They make really cool stuff. And then like there's that little part of you that's like, oh man, I wish I thought of that. But then you're just happy to know that they were able to do it because you helped. And that's always nice.
The type of dot work she's doing requires a tremendous amount of precision. So you have to be in like a nice comfortable position and you have to have just the right amount of glass heated up every time you do it. And that's something I still maybe haven't even mastered. You know, I couldn't sit down and do the work that she's doing right now. It would take me a day just to warm up for it.
They have the coolest and most satisfying look at the end. It's like you start them out and you think, well, this might not be going so well, and then you get all the way done with it and you're looking at this thing and it looks cool as it is, and then you take it out of the kiln and it's cooled down and the color is what it's supposed to be, because often when glass is hot the color is different, and then you're just like, I made this, and it's just so